Today I am at a beautiful, luxurious apartment complex in Sydney's Manly to take a deep dive into a story all about Polaris Hinge. Now this is a story that is steeped in innovation, has a commitment to quality and a real passion to create something that's going to stand the test of time. Now, the Polaris story actually started from the coalface. It was created by a man called Michael Stuart, and he was an installer. And being an installer, well, he knew everything that was needed to be known about creating something that stood up to the challenges, the needs, and that commitment to quality. And fast forward to now, while Polaris Hinge is a true success story, they have gone on to sell over 300,000 pairs worldwide. Now, these hinges aren't just hinges. They have been tested to withstand over 1 million cycles. The Polaris story started in 2009 with the 110 series. Now, at that time, nothing had ever been seen like this before in the market. It was so revolutionary, it was so vastly different that it ended up winning the Australian Design Mark Award. But of course, Polaris being Polaris, the story didn't stop there with a 110. Michael had a vision and he saw potential for improvements in that spring strength and that durability. The 110 had spring sizes back then, which some of the cheaper imitation brands are copying and using today. You can see them popping up on the market. The size of the spring in the 110 worked really well, but it still wasn't quite acceptable for the high quality of internal Polaris standards. Polaris just wanted a product that had super maximum longevity, that was very easy to service and was not going to get thrown on the scrap heap. Well, fast forward to 2016, and that's when the 120 series was born. Again, another award-winning hinge, this time now being the Australian Good Design Award. In 2020, Polaris made the bold move and introduced the 125 hinge series. Now, they decided that the notion of smaller is better just wasn't necessary, and they created the ultimate hinge. A hinge that is larger, that is stronger, and is engineered to last even longer. With a high-powered beast of a spring that is all housed in what they call a mini engine room, the 125 is not only durable, but it's beautifully designed. I mean, really, there is no comparison in quality for the Polaris 125. So let's take a closer look at what sets Polaris hinges apart from other hinge products. Well, first of all, we have a bigger, stronger spring mechanism, and it is anti-corrosive, and it's been tested with over 1 million cycles. I mean, that is durability that you can count on. The Polaris 125 also has some really great shock absorbers in here as well. It's called adaptive response technology, and this just allows you to go in there, easily access it, and swap it out for either soft or slow close effects, depending on what you want. And then there's the ease of adjusting the spring tension. So with just a quick turn, you can customize how that gate then closes. And of course, then there is Tight Lock, and Tight Lock is another Polaris innovation, and this is all about that precision in alignment. Tight Lock will help prevent that drooping and that sagging of the gate. And if your hinge isn't for a swimming pool barrier, you can easily deactivate that spring for a hold open function, and then you can reactivate that spring tension by just using an Allen key. So these advancements have been so effective that Polaris have actually built them into other hinge products as well, namely the 155 retrofit hinge and the 156 utility hinge. The Polaris 156 utility hinge, again, is another industry leader, and it went on to win the USA Good Design Award. Polaris always puts the customer first, and they want that customer to understand what it is that they're actually buying, and they encourage their customers to go out and do their own research. When you buy a Polaris hinge, you're investing in safety, durability, quality, and of course, peace of mind. They want homeowners to know what it is that they're buying and to not settle for anything else. My advice is ask your installer questions, and lots of them. Ask them about the technology that's inside the hinges, what kind of shocks that they have. Ask them about their warranty. I mean, Polaris has an industry-leading 60-month warranty, and all your installer has to do is register that warranty to the Polaris app. So what is Polaris's vision for the future? Well, they're really committed to providing gate hardware for almost any application. Their 125 and their 155 retrofit really are designed for glass gates, whereas their 156 utility is designed for almost any other kind of gate. And now with the power close, well, Polaris have really stepped into the security gate space with a product that helps hard to close gates complete that final snap close. Polaris is committed to being a leader in pool safety and beyond, making great products that make a difference. I mean, Polaris are not just building hinges, they're building trust, security, and a future that is truly safe. When you're choosing a hinge, remember, it's not just about function, it's about investing in quality. Polaris Hinge, unmatched in safety, reliability, and design. And I think that's a legacy worth sharing.